Hello everybody and welcome to week 4 of the ENC Draft League Season 6. This week we're up against the Quahog Cloysters, which has one of the funniest logos in the league. I'm pretty sure Sigtrick made this, and that's really funny. Anyway, their team is Walking Wake, Whimsicott, Koraidon, Sandy Shocks, Venusaur, Gastrodon, Typhlosion, Ambipom, Clodsire, and Avalugg. So it's a Sun team, and we've played a Sun team before in the Tick Bite Joltik, which was Weaselman's team. Unfortunately for us, this Sun team has a Prankster on it, and I always say Prankster users on weather teams make them like 10 times scarier, which is why I actually decided to get Illumise. I learned from my quote-unquote mistake, right? I would consider it a mistake. It didn't actually cost me anything in Season 4 since I ended up winning that whole season, but I think I should have gotten Illumise when I had the chance. So I've taken Illumise this season, and luckily, this is one of the few matchups where having a slow Prankster well, actually usually having a slow Prankster is better. Unfortunately, Whimsicott does get taunt, so we'll have to keep that in mind. We could always get taunted. But I think I've got some ways around that. Yeah, so aside from that, Koraidon, obviously the weather setter, and it hits pretty hard. Luckily, I think I do have a couple of good options into it. I have 2 flying types, which is very nice, so I have some good fighting resists. No fairy is scary, but I can do Terra Fairy on a couple of guys. Yeah, the one thing that I think he might tunnel vision a little bit too much on is this Gastrodon. He might say, okay, it's rain, I've got to bring Gastrodon. I think that's actually a little bit of a trap. I think Gastrodon it's good if I'm clicking water moves, but there's actually only 2 things on this team that make me want to click a water move, which are these 2. And, well, obviously Clodsire too, but Clodsire could have water absorb, which, I mean, I also don't even think Clodsire comes. So, the problem is that into rain, I actually don't think Typhlosion comes at all, so it's just this, but this is also weak to ice, along with this, and this. So that's 4 guys weak to ice, and also, this does not resist, and neither does this, and neither does this, and neither does this. And so his 2 ice resists are, Avalugg could come. I think Avalugg could come, but it's just for Wide Guard if it comes. So it's actually not even doing that much, because I don't really plan on clicking spread moves, spoiler alert. Anyway, we can take a look at what I've done. So starting with Illumise, we have the Mental Herb item, which is our way of getting one of our ways of actually. It's our way of getting around taunt. Yes, I've been flip-flopping on another set, which I'll show you in a moment. So that means that we're guaranteed at least 1 thing with Illumise, which is good. Actually, if that first thing is Tailwind, we can actually get 2, because we will be taunted, shake it off, Tailwind up, now we're faster and we can do a second thing. That actually might be a little bit of bait though, because if we're slower the second time, then he might just Sunny Day after our Rain Dance. So we have to be careful, because as long as we're slower, we get our Rain up. But if we're faster, then he can get his up, which is something that I ran into with the Klefki week 1, which was a bit of a problem. If I found myself setting Tailwind first, then I would Rain Dance next turn, he'd Sunny Day afterwards. Big problem. Yes. So, Ghost Terra for potentially Fake Out also makes us immune to fighting. I don't actually expect to Terra this thing ever. I just figured, you know, of all the Terras, Ghost is probably the most likely one to click for Fake Out, really. Because we already resist the fighting anyway. Moves, Struggle Bug, everything on the team aside from Koraidon and this, which, you know, these Ambipom maybe comes, Avalugg probably doesn't. So basically everything relevant aside from Koraidon is special. So Struggle Bug just seemed like a no-brainer. Tailwind and Rain Dance kind of necessary here. I thought about no Rain Dance, but like ultimately I would really like the ability to turn off his Sun for Venus stuff. Basically Venus was the big one. These 2 can get special or speed boosts, and like under his own Tailwind and with a speed boost, they'll be faster than like my stuff. But I actually think that I've never actually seen him go for the speed boost. I don't actually know if he knows how to EV them correctly to get speed, unless he just wanted special attack every time. But into Colin, I think he was running booster special attack on both of them, and I think booster speed is absolutely correct in that matchup. But into me, I'd say with they are both naturally faster than Kyogre, so I do think booster special attack is the play for both of them. Because with my Tailwind, if I'm just faster, right? So he would need Tailwind, so at that point, it might as well just be booster special attack. But Venusaur's a big one. If Venusaur is in the Sun and the only way for some of my guys to outspeed Venusaur is for me to have Rain and Tailwind up, and him have not Tailwind up. Because if he has either, Venusaur will be faster than something like this Kyogre is not fully invested, the Zapdos is not fully invested, so max speed Venusaur can outspeed both of them. Yes. Last move, Light Screen. I actually really like that just for the special attackers. I did also consider Charm. That's something I thought about. But, it's only good for Koraidon. It's really good into Koraidon, but it's only good for Koraidon, and I figured I'd rather just have something that's better into, like, most of the team. And also Koraidon can just switch, right? Next up we have the Kyogre, which has Origin Pulse, Ice Beam, Terra Blast, Hyper Beam. Kind of a crackhead set with the Choice Specs item. The speed is, I think it's actually tying with, like, a lot of guys. In my head, it was Choice Scarf, because this is the first time I'm not doing Choice Scarf Kyogre. I'm like, what is it doing? 133 should be faster than Booster Speed Walking Wake. Let's see. Walking Wake with a Booster Speed is going to go up to that, 133. Yeah, 133 to hit 266. Yes, under Tailwind. This Ice Beam is just doing ridiculous damage into everything, pretty much unresisted, aside from the low tiers, and maybe a Rogue Terra Fire from this, or Terra Water from this. Then we have Origin Pulse just to have a water move. I don't really want to run Water Spout and Origin Pulse, so I figured I'll just run the more... It's weird to say the more consistent, but yeah, the more consistent in damage, not in accuracy, obviously. Terra Blast, just because if we turn Fairy, we could get some good hits on, really Koraidon. Kind of it. I guess it is our best move into Walking Wake, true. If we've committed Terra, then that is our best move into Walking Wake. I thought about some other Terra types. First one I have is Grass. Terra Grass, Terra Blast doesn't actually hit anything except Gastrodon, so the big reason I'm running Terra Blast and this Hyper Beam here is because if you look at Kyogre's move pool, it feels weird for a Legendary, but it's actually pretty barren. There's not a lot in here. Icy Wind is not that useful on specs. If I was Scarf, I would run it. Thunderbolt is just really bad here. Like, it doesn't actually hit anything. Some people would still run it, though. That's never stopped some people from running Thunderbolt. Sheer Cold on specs just is, like, not it. Maybe Scarf, there's a case for it. Maybe Water Spout. But with a Fairy type, I'm fine with it, because it is guaranteed into one-shot into Koraidon, and it's a mid-ground that hits Wake, and is also generally unresisted. This team does not have a lot of resists, or maybe it's just these two types. Ice and Fairy just are pretty much unresisted to the team. It's kind of crazy. And then Hyper Beam is my nuke. It will kill Walking Wake if I don't want to commit Terra. It's just a one-shot. Next up, we have Zapdos. This is basically my Venusaur answer. Safety Goggles, Hurricane, Weather Ball, Thunderbolt, Protect. Same exact speed as Kyogre. Actually, maybe I should make it 1 point slower. I think I'll do that. I think I'll make Kyogre 1 point faster, so that way if I go for Origin Pulse and I miss, Zapdos will target into the one that I've missed. And honestly, I should do that for Serena as well, if that still tracks. Although if I'm being real, I should make Zapdos 1 point slower than Serena as well. And then Kyogre gets 1 point faster than that. So Kyogre's 135. Yeah, so Kyogre will do that. This is slightly more consistent, and then Zapdos is the most consistent, being the slowest. I like that. Actually, not always the most consistent, because this move is not accurate outside of the rain. But my thought is, in rain, I have Hurricane to hit this, and then in his own sun, I can hit both grass types. So, like, I always have a move for Venusaur, right? Whether it's rain or sun. Rain or shine, I can kill Venusaur. Again, like I said, Thunderbolt is not great here, but it actually just is a move that is consistent damage into Walking Wake, whereas if I am in the sun, Hurricane does not hit. So it's just a move that hits, like, most of the stuff for neutral, except the grass types, which are dealt with by either Weather Ball in the sun or Hurricane in the rain. Do have to be careful about the Gastrodon, because Weather Ball, if we're in the rain, actually if we're in the rain, I have Hurricane, if we're in the sun, I have Hurricane, and I have to gamble. I have to risk it all. Yes, but the Safety Goggles should keep me safe. Static, I can maybe switch it on a Koraidon fighting move, paralyze it. Could be really good. Game winning almost, probably. I don't remember what the special attack, I think, kills Koraidon. That's faster than some relevant thing on my team. My team's not that fast. It's probably Koraidon faster than Weavile. Gets killed by this one special attack. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Terra Water, just to resist, like, water and fire and stuff. It could do Terra Dragon, but he's got 2 dragons and a fairy, so Dragon is not the play here. Next up, we got Gliscor. This basically fills a very similar role to the Zapdos. It is kind of a Venusaur check, right? Because I can poison myself, and then I can't be put to sleep if I'm poisoned. Then I have High Horsepower, Dual Wing Beat, Tailwind, Protect. I just felt like I didn't actually need... I do get Feint, but I felt like I'd rather just have Tailwind here. Does get some options, but I don't think I really need them. I mean, like, High Horsepower and Dual Wing Beat hit almost everything for... Yeah, everything from neutral at least. The only thing I'd love is, like, something to hit Walking Wake, but that's just Fairy or Dragon. Actually, it does get Scale Shot, right? Yes, it does get Breaking Swipe and Scale Shot. That's really funny. I don't think I need that. I think I'll keep Tailwind just as a backup setter. Wait. Why is Tailwind on here twice? What? Why is Tailwind on there twice? Why was it there twice? I don't remember specifically what the EVs are doing. I know this amount of defense is just for Koraidon. Probably lets me live 3. It's either 1 in the sun, 1 Flare Blitz in the sun, or 2 Flare Blitzes in the rain. Maybe some combination of both. I probably don't live 1 from like Banded. I probably live 1 from like Jolly, no boosting item in the sun, or I can live like Choice Band in the rain, Choice Band Adamant in the rain, something like that, or 2, obviously 2 in the rain. Yeah. I can't be put to sleep if I'm poisoned, and then also it generally is just kind of good into... It completely walls this. Pretty good into that. If it's a Leaf Storm, I can make him lower his special attack, and then I can eventually wall it with Toxic Orb, Protect. I'd have to probably sack my other guys to it, though. But it will win in the end, as long as I don't get crit. Bad into Wake. Very bad into Wake. So that's, like, the difference, right? This one's, like, okay into Wake. This one's pretty bad. I mean, I do have the Terra Water. That's exactly what it's for. Just Wake. Next up, we have Serena. Power Whip, Triple Axle, Play Rough, Protect with a wide lens to not miss our moves. He's got the 2 Fairies weak to Fairy, or 2 Dragons weak to Fairy. Triple Axle hits, again, almost everything. This team does not take ice hits very well. And then I just have a Grass move to hit the Gastrodon and whatever, just, you know, stab. Not very bulky at all, very speedy, because 133 is the number to hit here. Honestly, though, maybe I just go faster than unboosted. Maybe this one hang on. How fast is unboosted Walking Wake? I should just outspeed it, right? What about +2? Just put no speed? Yeah, I do outspeed. I wonder if that's the play. I wonder if the play is just this, then make it Adamant, and then... I think that actually might be the play. Then there's no reason to make this as fast. 190, there we go. Yeah. Because, like I said, I think the play for him should be to do no speed boost on Walking Wake and Sandy Shocks. That lets me get this thing way bulkier. The thing I was looking at earlier was I'm actually not running Queenly Majesty because the priority guys on the team are Whimsicott and Ambipom. And that's kind of it, right? So, Ambipom has just Fake Out, and I do have Protect on, like, a lot of the guys, actually. Only 3 of the guys, but one of them's also immune, and the other one has Terra Ghost. So Fake Out is not that huge of a problem into anything that isn't Kyogre. Although it is really bad if he fakes out Kyogre. And then the other thing is Whimsicott, that moves that it could be targeting me with are, off the top of my head, the good ones are Fake Tears, Charm, Encore, and Taunt. Fake Tears is pretty bad, but he doesn't have any spread special attackers. Charm is irrelevant. None of my guys are physical except this, which is like, oh, also this too. And then Encore is like, okay, I've got a couple choice guys, so like Encore's not that bad. And he doesn't have Disable anywhere. That's like the big thing that makes Encore scary is Encore Disable. So I decided Sweet Veil just to prevent my guys from getting put to sleep. Although I do have 2 guys immune, and then the other 2 are weak. So actually maybe the play might still be Queenly Majesty. I'm gonna flip flop on that until tomorrow morning. So that's when we're playing. So stay tuned for that. I'm leaning Sweet Veil right now. So we'll stick there. And then the last guy on the team is a Choice Scarf Adaptability, Baskia Legion, to come in at the end and clean up, regardless of what the weather looks like. As long as he doesn't have Tailwind, I'm fine, right? I'm faster than pretty much everything as long as he doesn't have Tailwind. Except, I guess, the 2 booster guys and Venusaur. So, as long as it's... Well, not... And because there is the option, right? You could do Choice Band Swift Swim, right? Because right now, it's as long as there's no rain, or as long as there's no sun for him, I'm faster than all these guys. But I do still like the ability to just come in after, like on Koraidon, right? Like, I wouldn't have to have the rain up, and I can just kill it. So I do still like this, even though it hits us up quite a bit less hard than a Choice Band set. Also, Terra is horrible with adaptability. It only gets like barely like 10% stronger, probably not even 10, like maybe even like 6 or 7% stronger. And then it also removes your adaptability from your water moves or whatever other type you are. If you were to Terra like defensively, like I was going to go Terra Fairy, I would lose my stab would go from 2 times, which is adaptability. It would drop to 1.5 because I'm not technically a Ghost Water anymore. It's really bad. But that little bit of extra damage on Last Respects could push me over the edge, because I do have to have 3 guys dead to kill like Koraidon, and I think Wake in one. But maybe with only 2 guys dead and a Terra Ghost to just give it that little bump it needs could boost it. Wake probably is gonna be Life Orb. That's what he's done most weeks in the past. This I would just guess is Sashed, because I don't have. I mean, I do have Weavile for Fake Out, but maybe it's Covert Cloak. I don't know. Koraidon has been Clear Amulet in the past. I don't see him doing that into me. My only Intimidator is Overquill, which is usually going to be a swimmer, and it's also not great here, I don't think. With 2 ground types. Only one of the grass types is weak to poison even. And that one is also probably the Sash one, if it's, going to have a Sash. Doesn't do much into this guy. Yeah, Overquill's not the play. I think I do really like all these. Another thing to be noted is that I could have easily done Mold Breaker Basket Legion and then just like punched the Gastrodon in the face with a water move. But I think it's okay. I think the Ghost move just is going to be way better. Plus, I'm not even completely set on bringing Basket Legion. The play, I think, is always bring at least these 2, and then just take my pick of these remaining 4 for what I need, right? Like, if Venusaur looks like a problem, I can take this. If Koraidon I'm needing some help. Also, this helps into Koraidon, too. I think probably one of these, I mean, maybe both of them. I don't know. Just take what feels good. That's the team. I'm honestly thinking about touching up this spread, because I don't actually think we need max attack, because we had just 252 Jolly, and now I've made it Adamant, so I might tweak this a little bit, but it's really probably not going to change all that much. Yeah, that's the squad. So we're going to hop into the match, and I'll see you then. Fire, water, grass, ground, water, grass. Oh my god, everything is their normal types except for Koraidon, which has fire. This has happened to me twice now. How does this happen more than once? This is actually kind of the exact ones that I prepped into, though. There's no Ambipom is really nice. It means that, yeah, Queenly Majesty was not necessary. Typhlosion's gone. Yep, good. No Avalugg. No Clodsire. Okay, I'm good. Do these 2. Then, okay, into the remaining guys. Toxic Waste is pretty good. But Warheads is also pretty good. So it's between, let's see, do I want Sour Patch Kid? Sour Patch Kid's pretty fucking good here. Yeah, I think that's it. No Toxic Waste. Yeah, this is fine. Alright. Nerds, Swedish Fish, Whimsicott in, Sandy Shocks in. Okay, is it, let's see, is it Booster Speed? It's Special Attack. Okay, I am free to, actually though, because if he Tailwinds, he's just going to get faster than me. How much does this do with Booster Special Attack? It's not Life Orb, it's Booster Special Attack. Thunderbolt does that much. With Light Screen up and Terra Fairy, I think I'm actually just fine, right? Light Screen, Terra Fairy, Ice Beam, boom. Yeah, cool. That's death. We saw Booster Energy. He comes in. Special attack again. Let's just do this. Maybe, no, it's the same, it's the same. Actually, I do remove Booster Special Attack if I make it rain. Make it rain. Rain Dance and Struggle Bug. I'll Struggle Bug because it'll break the Sash. Yeah, there's Tailwind, that's fine. Hydro Steam, 50%. A crit! Okay, the crit did definitely matter. How much would that have done no crit? Like 70%. Do I need this guy? Honestly, I think I will keep it. You can go Warheads. Actually, would I rather have Tailwind or Rain Dance? I'd rather have Rain Dance right now. I could Tailwind later. Collision Course. Let's see if we can get a para. Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, let's do this, and I will definitely Struggle Bug. I feel like he might just Sunny Day. Did we see an item on that? No, we didn't. Actually, we can check the damage. Is that Choice Band? Collision Course, 39 with a Clear Amulet. No, it's less than that. Okay. Oh, that is with Rain Up. Yeah, there was Rain Up. I'll just Struggle Bug. Thunderbolt. I think we're okay. Yeah, that's why I Thunderbolted. Oh my god. Bring this guy in. Now I'm going to Tailwind, and I'm going to Origin Pulse. Actually, do I want to just kill that? Yeah. I'm fine. Tail, because he's locked into Outrage. And now he's not locked into Outrage anymore. This is actually bad, though. Oh, he's taking so much recoil. Yeah, we got him. A little bit scary. Okay. Deny those. Do the same thing. I got really lucky that game. I'm not even gonna lie. Do I bring a sweet-ass fish? Yeah, I think I do bring sweet-ass fish. That was a little bit shiesty when that guy went Terrifier. Whimsicott, Koraidon. Well, we've seen it change moves, so I think this is actually completely fun. Let's see, he's gonna want to set Sun. I just Tailwind. Could switch, yeah. He's definitely. Oh, would he Terrifire from a Kyogre? Hyper Beam does not kill, right? It's a roll to kill. So if I Tailwind now, he's just gonna Sunny Day next turn. Okay, it's okay. Problem is now I can't. If he Sunny Days again, we're in a bad spot. Rain Dance. Actually, Struggle Bug, Terra. I think this is okay. Get rid of the Whimsicott. There's his Terrifier. There's his Tailwind. Collision Course, I'm going to tank that. Hit to Sash. Struggle Bug up. Gastrodon. Okay, now I'm gonna Rain Dance and switch in this just to lower the Koraidon's attack because it does currently have Orichalcum Pulse up. Tank. Para again? No, okay. Could never be so lucky. It's okay. I'm going to Struggle Bug before the Gastrodon and Hurricane the Koraidon. Shock Sky comes in. A little bit. Lower some special attack. Hydro. Tank it. Leftovers. My Tailwind is gone, so I'm going to Light Screen and Protect, I suppose. Yeah. His Tailwind's gone, so as soon as I get rid of at least a few Pokemon, Last Respect guy becomes quite good. Now it's Tailwind before. I suppose I do have to Thunderbolt that. Yeah, Thunderbolt is just my best move into it. Okay. Now in this position, Last Respect's Koraidon Ice Beam. Yeah, that's the play. Last Respect's Ice Beam. Miss, that's unfortunate, but it is -1 and I have Reflect up, or Light Screen up. Now, Last Respects... I have Tailwind, so it doesn't even matter. I can just do it this way. And that wraps up week 4 of the ENC Draft League Season 6. Stay tuned, next week we'll be fighting the Eastside Emboar, which is a pretty interesting team. It's one of the ones that I felt like wasn't doing... It's one of the teams that I felt like wasn't great at first glance, but this was an incredibly commanding win, so... And this was also like a really close loss, so we'll have to stay tuned to see how they prep. It's got Bolt Beam between Chien-Pao and Zekrom, and then obviously Priority Tailwind is always scary. It's way better than our Illumais, so we'll have to see what we can do there. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.